Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, the news don't stop, and I'm being bombarded with news. I got more news I can make videos about. But this one right here, I'm going to talk about. You know, I just seen this, man. It's just disheartening seeing young people do this. What I'm talking about is a story out here where I'm at, Houston, Texas. Shout out Houston. It's about 3 teens that have been going on a crime spree as of early May, in which they've been knocking stores off hand over fist, taking money out of the registers, stealing cell phones, doing all kind of miscreant, crazy behavior. And it makes you wonder, you know, do people have death wishes? And what I say by that is, like, you know, a lot of these younger people, man, it seems like a lot of people ain't caring about them, or they don't even care about themselves with the stuff that they do. These kids have been linked to a whole bunch of robberies, and when they get caught, and they will get caught, they messing their lives up. Take a look at this, man.
Houston police say they committed a string of robberies earlier this month, and one of the victims believe they also struck areas outside city limits.
Reporter Devin Clark is outside of the Crime Stoppers Houston area to fill us in.
The teens are accused of going from store to commit the robbery, sometimes multiple stores in one day. Now, Houston police and Crime Stoppers are hoping to put their crime spree to an end. The Houston Police Department's investigation into the trio's robbery spree takes us back to May 5th here on the 3400 block of Orlando, where a staff member at this Family Dollar tells me they robbed them of $250. A staff member here at this Cricket Wireless on the 3300 block of Tidwell says back on May 6th, the teens entered. They started acting like normal customers before turning aggressive, grabbing cash from the register and taking at least 5 cell phones. Also on May 6th, Houston police say those same 3 teens struck this Total Wireless here on the 2900 block of Tidwell. A staff member says they didn't get away with anything that time, but they had struck several other Total Wirelesses in the days and weeks prior.
How many Total Wireless stores have they robbed?
Out in Bender, Lockwood, they've robbed here, Tidwell, they've robbed at Greens Point, they've robbed, so at least I want to say a good 5 Total Wireless stores they've hit. They went in acting like they were customers, and they basically trick you into like that they're gonna buy something, and as soon as they get you to the back to go and get the phones that they're supposed to be looking for, they go into the registers and they start taking the money.
The Tidwell store you heard the employee mention is one of those in HPD's jurisdiction. And on May 9th, Houston police say the 3 robbed this bakery here on the 7400 block of Airline. A staff member tells me they got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. Also on May 9th, Houston police say the 3 teens hit 2 Wendy's, including this one here on the 1900 block of North Sam Houston. A manager tells me they didn't take anything. But this is surveillance video from the Wendy's on the 1100 block of Rankin. We're told the teens got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, so far this year alone, 91 juveniles have been arrested and charged with robbery. As far as the 3 teens from this story are concerned, Crime Stoppers says it's offering up to a $5,000 reward for each of these suspects' arrests. If you have any information, you're asked to call 713-222-TIPS. Outside of Houston, Crime Stoppers, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.
It's a damn shame. There are people out here that are direct fuses to the powder keg, risking their freedom that they're sitting on. And you got 3 young men, wasted potential. And that's the part that's sick about this whole thing. They running around here knocking places off, multiple places in the same day. I don't know, maybe they got a robbery fetish. But then again, I'm gonna tell you something. People that do this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, whether they have a mental problem or not, or some type of addiction, do this stuff en masse because they enjoy it. These are teenage boys, and they willing to do whatever to get that paper or get that product or whatever it is they trying to go get, and they don't give a damn who's in the way or even get caught. They're sitting up there with no mask on. They look stupid as hell. Full visuals of their face. Now they got them on TV. They're kids. What? Kids talk. They're going to get caught. Watch. Somebody going to know who they are, and anonymously call them in and tell on them. Where the parents? Think about that. When was they doing this? On the weekend? Was they supposed to be in school? What? There are a lot of kids out here that are wild, feral, raising themselves. That's your proof right there. They don't care how they look. No sense of pride or just self-awareness of who they are and where they should be in life. Not worrying about what they're going to be when they grow up. Because right to them, in their mind, they're grown. And this is what grown folks do. Well, another thing grown folks do is get killed in the street and get arrested and get the hell knocked out of them by police. And you want a speeding train heading towards that way or going to jail. And it's messed up. A lot of us that are older, yeah, we got wisdom and stuff, but a lot of times looking back at this stuff, we can only relate to it of our thought process and how we acted as a kid and when we knew right from wrong and what we knew what not to do. These little motherfuckers right now don't give a damn about nothing. They just reaching over the counter, just going in the cash drawer, just pulling stuff out and then running out the store. How many if they have a vehicle? They doing all of this on foot. That's even damn worse. And it just shows the stupidness and brazenness of criminals out here nowadays, whether they kids or not, of how they think they'll never get caught. It makes no sense at their age that they're out here doing this type of stuff when they got the rest of their life ahead of them, but they don't see it like that. Everybody lives for now. Ain't no later. You live in the present. You'll constantly go in circles, both mentally and physically doing the same thing. And you're seeing it right there. Look at that map. Look at this map. I think it's over here. Look how many times they rob places. And that's just a handful of the places they rob. The other stuff they didn't even name. This guy, the newscaster, drove around to different places to put this story together. And I guarantee you, in that area where they at, it's a concentrated area, more than sure that's where they live. It's a damn shame, man. You know what I'm saying? And no swipe to the parents, but what if they got good parents and they still doing that shit for some reason? The draw to the streets or to be something that you really not, or strive to be something that nobody wants to be, that has common sense or good sense, is mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing. Then, you know, these type of people that do this type of stuff at a young age, a lot of times it's hard to get that out of them. Especially when they're around the same people all the time. They get locked up, they all go to the same jail. Might not be on the same block, but they know each other. Most likely link up in the same prison. It didn't say how old they are, but it's just heartbreaking seeing them at that age doing that type of stuff when the world is their oyster. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's harder than ever nowadays to keep bad influences away from your kids. Another thing is, nobody vets who their children's friends are or who their friends are around. A lot of people say, oh, my kid is a good kid. Everybody gonna say that. But the thing is this, your kid might be a good kid just around you, but he might be a demon in the street. And that could be proof of it right there. Either way, it's messed up. Can't feel bad for those that like doing the dumb shit that they do. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.